Welcome back to another episode of the ADD Show. I'm Mark. Okay, today's topic is culture war issues that Republicans are running against. What are some of the ones that is a big topic? Well, wokism. Republicans love the word wokism. What does it mean? According to them, it means anything that helps people from being persecuted. Yes, wokism. When we had the bank collapse of SVP up in Silicon Valley, Republicans blamed wokism. They were saying that the bank was teaching people about gender equality. Ooh, so scary. And that's why the bank collapsed. Not mentioning that one of their big investors and backers, Peter Thiel, is a major conservative supporter who donates money to campaigns. So in other words, they're all bullshit. They're using wokeism as anything so they can raise money. I look at wokeism as a great thing. I mean, if you can include people who are disenfranchised, that's awesome. And for those in the Republican conservative area who are tired about talking about it, well, you're the ones that are talking about it. And the funny thing is, they're always blaming cancel culture, but yet they're the ones who are canceling out people. I mean, look what's going on in Florida. They're like, DeSantis, who is one of the worst people ever as a governor, is saying that Florida is all about free. That's what he kept saying during COVID times. We're free, and you can come to Florida and be free, except you can't say gay. That's a bill. You can't read these books. That's a bill. There's another politician, a state senator in Florida, who wants to have a bill about anybody who blogs against DeSantis has to report it. Guess what? I'm going to do stuff about DeSantis and you ain't going to get my money. How's about that? Also, there's another bill that you can't even talk about periods until the 6th grade. Meanwhile, that girls go into periods before that. How ridiculous is this? So, are they really free? No. You're only free if you follow white Christian values. They even took away AP classes talking about Afro-American history. Guess what? I took Afro-American history when I was in college. I think everyone should learn about all different backgrounds. So wokeism is just a way to scare people. That's all they're doing, is to scare conservative white Christians who feel that they're under attack. But guess what? If we learned about other people and other cultures, then we wouldn't have all these divisions. That's the problem, is that people retreat in the corners and they want to get division and divisiveness or wedge issues. That is not something that anyone really should be standing up against. We should be including people. And that's the scary part. And Republicans are using it for everything. Anything that's wrong. Wokeism, whatever, homelessness, guns, wokeism. It's just a way not to address. That's all it is, not to address real systemic issues and problems. So, what can we do about it? We can push back on it. I like to call politicians, and it's so much fun because usually you're not actually going to get in touch with the politicians. You have to go through an underling. But the more times that you tell them this is not a topic or an issue, then they kind of start to realize, wait a second, I'm going down the real path, because all they're trying to do is get reelected, right? These are not things that we're worrying about. We're worrying about actual topics like inflation or what's going on in the economy or day-to-day stuff, not wokeism. That is not a thing, whether somebody has a different pronoun. If you even look at last election, they'd get these politicians would get, my pronoun was American patriot. Okay, dude, that's not a pronoun. Okay, you need to go back to school and learn what pronouns are. you're just trying to be an asshole. That's basically what it is. And that basically is rooted in Republican conservatives just being an asshole for no other reason. That is all that they have. I mean, if you look at people like, for example, Marjorie Taylor Greene, what did she do? She complained, that was about 2 weeks ago. She was at a restaurant and somebody said something mean to her while she was at dinner. Well, guess what? She was like, well, that's just wokism. That's just liberal and Democrats. She's the same person that got up to David Hogue after his classmates were murdered in the street to yell at him, banging on AOC's door, got up at the State of the Union and screamed at Joe Biden, calling him a liar. But then afterwards, playing the victim card. That's all it is. It's nonsense and BS, and that is what's going on in the Republican and the conservative MAGA movement. All right. Thanks for watching this episode on wokism. This is the ADD Show. Have a good one.